an IT recruiter by trade, and I worked for Reed and Diamond, and then when my young son was diagnosed with the autistic spectrum, I took a change in direction and studied a Masters in Autism and ended up in Specialisterne. Specialisterne is a social enterprise. It's in 13 countries. It's been going for 13 years, and it started in Denmark in 2004. And it was an IT manager who started it and saw that actually people on the spectrum have a lot of skills to bring to IT. He initially saw it in his young son, and now we have people all across the world working in IT. And our goal is to have 1 million people in jobs who are on the autistic spectrum across the world. I first heard about Specialisterne when I studied a Masters in Autism. I took a career break to find out what is this thing called autism, and I heard about Specialisterne and noticed in, I think it was Irish News, that they were opening up in Dublin. And so I joined Specialisterne in Dublin, was handed a Lego box and told go off and make an assessment for people on the autistic spectrum to get them a job ready, specifically for IT careers. And our client was SAP, a large international company. So after placing 10 people in SAP, I was given permission to bring the model up to Northern Ireland, and in April 2014 we opened in Skenos, and we've worked with over 300 adults on the autistic spectrum and young people as well, to help them get ready for careers in IT, secure careers and also thrive. Okay, so in order to contribute locally to helping 1 million people internationally secure jobs, we have looked at what are the parts of the problem as such of unemployment for people on the autistic spectrum. And part of that was helping companies feel comfortable and ready to recruit people who have different types of communication, whether that be they be on the autistic spectrum or maybe they may come from a different country, helping companies employ diverse staff. And so we've worked out training modalities to do that. Our new modality is online, but also face-to-face with professional actors, acting out communication differences and helping people feel more comfortable about that, whether that be at interview or in the workplace or maybe appointing a new team leader. How do you manage when that person communicates differently? As we've done our training, we've found out that actually companies are full of people who communicate differently, and a number of people have come forward and said, actually, this thing you talk about, autism, that describes my whole life, and yet they may be sitting in a senior management role. And that's information that schools often doesn't have. And so we're really recruiting people who are already in the sector and helping people, I suppose, really enjoy their full selves and full identity in work. So I love the IT sector. My background is in the IT sector, and as an IT recruiter, when I came to study autism and I studied the traits of autism, I recognised a lot of the traits of the people I had recruited to get into work and maybe needed a little bit of help through the interview process. Simon Baron-Cohen in the University of Cambridge has done a lot of studies looking at the systemizer traits of people in the autistic spectrum and the systemizer traits of people in the IT sector, and the studies have aligned. There is a natural fit for people in the IT sector for many people in the autistic spectrum, but we also meet many people in the spectrum who use those systemizer skills for other careers, whether it be makeup artist or film production or any other creative role as well. But yes, the skills of autism do align quite nicely to the skills needed for IT. We were really delighted to be included in Bring It On, invited by Belfast Met this year to be part of that, and we went to Cookstown and worked with Team Aspie, a group of young people, to help them discover the skills that they have and not just think, goodness, I'd like IT, but maybe I'd like a business analyst role, I'd like a software tester role, and looking at how, using Lego actually, building Lego robots together, we were able to detect patterns that would say perhaps one person, you could consider this role in IT, and this is how you get ready for that.